Hello! I thought it would be a lot easier if I just do a quick video and kind of go through getting started with meal planning. There is a lot to take in when it comes to meal planning and it can be overwhelming. So here are some steps that you can take to get going on meal planning. First of all, meal planning is going to save you time and it's going to save you money. As we go through, you'll see why. So number one, the thing that you can do is decide what type of planning you want to do. I plan weekly. Some people plan bi-weekly along with their paychecks, and some people really want to plan it out and they do it monthly. To me, that seems overwhelming. So I just stick to the weekly planning. Every Sunday night, sometimes Monday morning, but usually Sunday night is the best time to do it. And we'll get into how I go about doing that in a little bit. Number two, decide what meals you're planning for. Maybe you work during the day, so you're only going to plan supper. I usually don't do breakfast unless it's something like real that I'm cooking. Usually it's just cereal, toast, waffles, easy stuff that I don't plan for. And then I plan lunch and supper. Maybe you need to calculate in snacks, maybe an AM and a PM snack. Number three, you're going to want to check your pantry. You're going to want to see what groceries you have available already. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you have like 6 cans of cream mushroom soup and you ain't got nothing to go with it. So see what you have. You might be surprised. Maybe you have everything for a meal except for 1 or 2 things that you can make. So you never know what you might have. So that'll kind of give you an inventory and get the meal ideas flowing. Number 4, go through your calendar. So on Sunday nights when I sit down to plan, I first plan out my week and make sure that every activity, everything is in there that will be going on or might be going on. And I let my family know, husband, kids, what is going to be coming that way. Then from there, I keep track of my meals. Now, we'll get into printables in a little bit. I am currently using just a notebook to keep all of my stuff in. And so you'll see on here, I have written down the days of the week and then lunches and suppers. So on there, if you can see, I have some cues. Cues mean it needs to be a quick meal, okay? And then I'll also put the gone in there if we're not going to be there for a meal. In the spring and summer, when things really get going, then I'll add another little abbreviation or whatever for meals that needs to be on the go. Ball moms, farm wives, you understand. Sometimes we need to eat on the move. So I will have some sort of little asterisk or whatever in there to let me know if it needs to be something on the go. So now that you have your calendar kind of planned out, you have your gones and your cues in there or your asterisks, then you need to go through with number 5 and start planning your meals out. Some people plan their meals based on their grocery sales. So maybe you wait till Wednesday when the shopper comes out, or you start on, most grocery ads come out on Tuesdays in our area, but maybe that's a way that you want to do it, is plan what's on sale. That would be a really cheap way to meal plan and save you a lot of money. Maybe you want to incorporate a night that the kids pick a night. So Wednesday nights, if you have kids that are getting to the age where they're learning to cook, maybe Wednesday nights are kid nights. So they just let you know what ingredients they need and they will pick a meal for the night, and then you can kind of take it easy. So that is really how you get started, okay? The benefits to meal planning is once you have that all laid out, you know if it needs to be a crock pot meal. You know if it needs to be a make ahead or a freezer meal, which I think it'd be really fun and really great to get a freezer meal time in and just get a bunch of people together and make some freezer meals before the spring and summer gets under the way. So that is something that I'm going to look into. So you already know what's ahead. You're also going to know, okay, if I'm making supper and I know that I want muffins for the next day for breakfast, I'll just whip those up too and I'll stick them in while the oven's hot, and then you can kind of, get a head start on the next day, which will make the next day run a lot smoother. So that's another perk to it as well. So Sunday nights, when it comes time for the planning the meals out and how I plan everything out, is in my notebook. I go through and I write down my meals. I write down my zone, which is my cleaning zone for the week, which We might touch base on that this week. I'm not sure yet. And then I go through with my to-do list. I have business stuff on here, and I have personal to-do lists as well. So planning, how do you plan your meals? You can do it this way where you just write it on a piece of paper, or you can go on Pinterest and print out some printables. There are so many types of printables out there, and a lot of them that are free. You can get crazy and purchase some cool ones on Etsy. It really kind of depends what you want to do. If you're on Pinterest, find me at Iowa Sprinkles, and I have a board called Printables, and in there is a ton of different free meal planners that you can print out. Hopefully, the reason that I switched to the notebook is because I couldn't find something that worked the way that I wanted it to. And hopefully in the future, I can create some printables for us to use that would be a little bit better for our families. The only thing about printables is that you're going to be printing them out every week. And if you get some really crazy design ones, which there are lots of pretty ones, it will go through your ink fast. So something that I like to do was I put mine in a picture frame. And I hung mine on the cupboard door. So I just used a dry erase marker every week and did the meals, erase, and did it for the next week. And that was really great. You could put some magnets on the back of it as well and attach it to your fridge. Another option is if you have been to my house, you know that when you walk in, there's a giant dry erase board. And on there, I write the kids' chores for the day, as well as what we're having that night for supper. So no more getting asked, Mom, what's for supper? 7,000 times. They already know. And I think that's really it as far as the printables go. It's just really deciding, you need to decide what meals you're planning for, go through your pantry and just get started. Once you do it, it really helps out and it's just really beneficial. And I think you'll like it. It may not be your favorite task, but it will be beneficial to your family. And I think that you'll see that as well. So if you have any other questions, make sure that you let me know and I will help you as much as I can. I'm really excited for the future. I really would like to help people one-on-one with this. Maybe get some girls together and we can do some meal planning together. I'm not sure what the future is going to hold, but I'm pretty excited for it. So start meal planning. It's almost the weekend and see how it goes for you.